Hello? 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 So, now we are going to talk about varmint hunting. Is that good? Not a good intro.
No, that
okay.
was annoying.
Touche. So, I'm going to show you all some of the equipment I use. It's mainly for people who are getting into shooting coyotes at night or in the day. The stuff I use, the stuff that has worked for me, and you can also use some of this stuff for well, any hunting. You'll see why here in a second, but go ahead, say your name. She's not going to. It's a mystery. It is a mystery. You will never know her name, ever. Maybe. You know the home improvement thing with the guy, the fence guy? Nobody ever saw his face. Are you ever going to know her name?
At the end of the season they did.
Maybe.
Or the series.
Cucumber? They're over there. They're over there. Oh. Yeah, German Shepherds are very loyal. This one's very high maintenance. She's Czechoslovakian. Yeah. Very loyal. Anyway, okay, so back to the topic. So, the first thing I use here, let's get down. BOBCAT death grips. They, pretty versatile. Probably help if I would lock that in place. But I put the wrap on this myself. I sprayed it myself. But this basically holds the gun for you. Leave your rifle up here and just sit back. That's it. You like it, don't you? She loves it. Especially for kids, it actually reduces recoil on the gun, believe it or not. I noticed the difference between, this year I was using a 7 rim mag, and when I used this, I mean, it felt like a 270, I guess, on the recoil. And then when I used it on just regular old fold out sticks, it felt like a cannon going off on my shoulder. But these little gadgets here, little buttons you can push in and out, they're normally red, you can't really tell, but it adjusts your angle on them. But basically it's a lifesaver. The only con to it is it's pretty heavy. It's light holding it right now, but after a while it gets really annoying. But it's well worth it. If you don't plan on moving around that much, they're worth every cent. I know a lot of people use them, but they got teeth on the bottom, definitely give you that grip on the ground. But I mean, you can do this to where you're sitting on the ground completely. Where I had it was if you're sitting in a chair. And then you can pull out, there's actually 2 different legs, or sections of legs that you can pull out. And that'll allow you to stand up and shoot and still hold your gun for you. So it's definitely an advantage. There's never been a rock solid rest better than that one. Because once you get down on your rifle, your crosshairs aren't moving. So it's pretty sturdy. What else do I use here? Yes. So it's not a bad idea if you're a varmint hunter. Get you a backpack, carry your stuff in. I've kind of gone to the extreme and put a box turkey call in here. I keep extra boxes of ammo in here. That's been helpful. Yeah, dude wipes. They'll save you. You never know when it's gonna call. You might have that wrong burrito from Mia's Cafe and woo! if it starts raining, here you go. Here's your weather sock for your rifle. Let's see. And here's all the good stuff. This is the key to what my success has been with this. It's been my lifeline. So Fox Pro Inferno. I love it. I'm going to try to get me a Lucky Duck eventually. But I'm not really trying to break the bank right here and now because they're pretty expensive. But this was the culprit in getting my BOBCATs, and I've called in a couple of COYOTEs with it and some Fox. So it works. So if it's working, I'm going to keep using it. This has driven the cats nuts, like absolute berserk. As soon as they see this, this is when the make or break happens, when you need to have the right sound going. This bad boy's going, and they see that, and they're like, hey! And so they get on it, and yeah. I think the batteries are, oh, there it goes. Thought the batteries were dead for a second, but yeah, it sits there and twitches. I've got it on low, so it doesn't freak out on me right now. But yeah, it's great. Great to have. When you're using these Fox Pros, you're going to have some, here's the remote for it. You're going to have some, that smell good? You're going to have some settings that are like, what the heck would I use this for? Especially me. I mean, we're in, dang dog. I don't know if y'all heard that or not, but she just ripped it. I mean, that was a good one. That was quite, I'm quite impressed. Not even mad. So there's some calls on here that I'm just like, why would I need that? Because like a black bear, it is kind of funny to play a prank on my parents' neighbors who they're really annoying. They're the kind of people that are like in their 40s or 50s and they're still shooting off fireworks just in the middle of the year at like 3 or 4 in the morning, doing some weird stuff. I mean, it's kind of creepy. So I like messing with them every now and then. I'll turn on like a black bear in distress. Yeah, that'll get your attention. But you can go through this here. It shows you all your different sections you can click on. Me personally, my rabbit distresses have worked. Baby cottontail is my favorite, as you probably saw in the last one. Jackrabbit works pretty good, and even if you don't have jackrabbits, you can still use it. If nothing else is working, why not? Coyote might be, or some kind of predator might be curious. Animals are very curious, so use coyote vocals. That I wouldn't use something that's like a dominant. I would use like just like a real small female call that's nothing too crazy. Anyway, yeah, so that's that for these. Better put these in my bag so I don't lose it. I was stressing out. I couldn't find my my kill lights, and they were blending in with the car seat. So, yes. Before I go to that, we have the Bullhorn that I plug into my Inferno. It's made by Fox Pro. This is mainly used for if I'm hunting a big wide open area. I'm going to plug that in just to give a little bit more sound power. You don't want to have too much sound because then you start getting echo and it's just, you don't want to, predators aren't stupid. So if you got it like a Tweety bird on there sounding like it's the size of Godzilla, then, you know, you put 2 and 2 together. But I use this mainly if I'm hunting a huge field or a big wide open area, whatever. Yeah, plugs right into the Fox Pro. And this is where you get your sound out of. It's really nice to have because whenever my varmint rack's on the back of the truck, there's your holes, you just bolt it in and it just sits there for you. It's nice to have. For you night hunters, I like to use these Wicked hunting lights. They're very, watch out dog. They're very reliable. The batteries last a long time. This one I don't have it mounted on the gun yet because I'm still a little iffy on putting it on the gun because I like how I can just quickly shine when I need to, as opposed to having to aim everywhere and swivel. It's just not really a good combo. But put it on a red. You can change the focus on it to up close. You can change the focus to out far. Change it to a white light. Change to a green light. Whichever one you want to use, you can use it. Doesn't matter. I like the red. I feel like I can see better with the red for whatever reason. That's just me. My buddy likes the green. He feels like he can see better with the green. So, yeah. What is that? Oh, interesting. I don't know what this is, but okay. It was just in my bag. But it comes with, obviously I got a battery in there, battery chargers. I can't remember how much these are, but they're not very cheap. Maybe a couple $100. They're worth the money. Definitely worth the money. But it's got an attachment for if you got an AR platform, you can put it on there. Little Weaver attachment there. But it works. So as of right now, I've just been, I've left the attachment for the scope on it. I just haven't put it on the gun yet because I don't want to yet. Right now I'm enjoying holding this and doing my sweeps. And then when I need to, I'll get on the gun, because what I do next, since it's holding my gun for me, I will lay this up on top of the scope and follow. And that's just what works best for me. It's whatever works best for you. So right now, that's what works best for me. Yep. So any new varmint hunters out there, there you go. You can hunt in the afternoon, you can hunt at night, you can hunt. Now, from my experience, after about 2 a.m., if you're doing an all-nighter, after 2 a.m. is when it kind of slows down. That's just been what I've seen over the many moons. When you don't have, we don't have any moon, I didn't have much luck. I mean, I get it. They say the moon's out, everything's out. When you got a full moon, though, you're really exposed. So if you're hunting on a full moon, just find a little bit of darker cover and get in it, or stay in your, in Texas, you can hunt varmints from your vehicle. I don't stay inside the vehicle, I get in the back of the pickup, but that's where we have a varmint rack, so we get on top of the varmint rack. Yeah, so that's that. If you want to hunt early in the morning, hunt early in the morning. It don't really matter. Bobcats, you can hunt them 24/7. They'll wake up from their nap. If they're hungry enough and curious enough, they'll get up. Coyotes, they're kind of, it's almost like using a deer hunting strategy with them, especially when there's a lot of hunting pressure. But yeah, so she's next. She needs to get her a cat, get her a dog, or a fox. I think you're yet to say a word. She didn't really ever talk. Talks to me, but she can laugh. She can definitely do that. But yeah. So anyway, any of your, if you ask people certain questions about varmint hunting, I have heard everything in the book from people. Oh, that don't work. No, that does not work. You're an idiot if you do that. I'm over here thinking, well, I've killed quite a few coyotes doing that. I've killed quite a few bobcats doing that. It worked for me. So don't let anybody tell you it doesn't work. It's stupid. That is so stupid. Remember, if it doesn't work for them, does not mean it doesn't work. If you're a normal average person and you only want to spend $300 on a rifle, spend $300 on a rifle. It's still going to shoot. So don't let the, oh, I got a $2,000 gun. Yeah. Who gives a crap? Just go out there and have fun. Do it. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Ooh. Say hello. Say hello. Breath stinks. Pee. Okay. Well, y'all have fun. Go get the, go kill those coyotes.